Millions of dollars are being spent to keep families out of homeless shelters. Local 12's Christian Hauser joins us to show where the money is coming from, and Christian, how anyone who's lost housing can get help.
Yeah, Megan, Hamilton County is going to spend $3 million of the American Rescue Plan money it received in the next 3 years on shelter diversion. Now, this money will mean 500 families in Hamilton County, maybe more, will be able to avoid being forced to go into a shelter or be on the street. Now, it's desperately needed as rental assistance dries up and evictions are on the rise. Now, this is the latest in our series, Childhood Poverty, Cincinnati's Crisis. I talked with Latonya Williams about how shelter diversion money helped her and her daughter get back into their own place. They'd been bouncing around with family for a few years after getting kicked out of her apartment.
I just wanted my own. My daughter needed her own room. We needed our own space.
Williams says it was especially tough on her daughter.
She put on weight. She was stressed out. Kids picked with her, saying she don't got her own room and stuff. And it was hard.
She reached out for help and was able to get assistance and is now thriving with a place for her and her daughter to call home. Strategies to End Homelessness President Kevin Finn says Williams is the typical recipient of shelter diversion money.
These are almost completely families, so we're talking about a lot of kids that therefore never have to experience the trauma of going to live in a homeless shelter or being on the street.
Finn says on average it costs around $1,600 to keep a person from becoming homeless. Compare that to the more than $4,000 needed to help them once they're in a shelter or on the street. The $3 million will be used over the next 3 years. A little math shows us $3 million divided by $1,600, the average amount it costs to keep a person out of a shelter, and that comes out to be $1,875. Meanwhile, that $3 million divided by $4,000 is only $750. That's 2.5 times more people who can be helped by prevention. Now, this proves the old adage, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Now, I'll have all the info you need to learn more about this assistance for yourself or a friend or family member who may need help inside this story at local12.com. Megan, back to you.
Christian, thank you. On top of the $3 million for shelter diversion, Hamilton County Commissioners plan to spend an additional $2 million in American Rescue funds on homelessness prevention innovation grants.